So hi guys and welcome back to another episode of my F1 Manager Create a Team Career Mode Season 6, and the suspension for the 2029 research is done. We have 11 days to Baku. So let's just see. Obviously regulation change. Yeah, I am always going to vote against it because I am not taking a pay cut here. Well, for team I am not doing that. So let's go and research a new part here, and I think underflow should be good, and let's use, guys. Obviously I have stopped upgrading anything in the design, guys, because I saw it that there is not even a single thing I can actually upgrade now which will give us any performance. And look at that, tire preservation will get a little bit lower with the new front wing. So let's just see what happens here, because look at that, we are 11th in top speed, but our DRS effectiveness is first, our dirty air tolerance is the best, our engine cooling is fourth, but other than that we are mediocre to say the least. But again, it is that we are so close that it doesn't matter. And into the Monza GP, if you haven't watched it, guys, go and check it out, because we only gained 19 points, but it was because Lando Norris for the Red Bull at the last lap was able to get the win. And Red Bull, who has I think been winless for last 2-3 seasons, have finally won a race. And we with Pierre Gasly got P15, well, what am I saying, P3, and got 3 points. Kushmaini, unlucky for him, obviously they were fighting, both of, well, Pierre Gasly and Kushmaini were fighting for the lead, but this is what happened, and he had rear wing that has failed. So let's manufacture that for Kush. Obviously the problem was he has an underflow which, well, got damaged in the race because Pierre Gasly pushed him out, and that's why he had that damage. So we have that one coming in. Let's see the suspension, we cannot upgrade that, and it is already in manufacturing. So guys, let's just go. And let's see, the front wing is in. So should I do it? And let's bring the board into the next race. Let's see, should we manufacture it? The tire preservation will go a little bit lower, so let's just manufacture one and see how much it will give us the performance. And let's just manufacture design at least one thing, guys, because it's annoying me and that is not good. Front wing. Okay, so car 1 performance, well, it doesn't really matter because the one we have shows that we are not going to gain anything from it. So should we do one? I think we can do one. Let's go 20 wind tunnel time and 1.5 1.5 in the CFD, and that actually will cover more or less everything other than tire preservation. So let's do 4 engineers. 4 should be good. Let's do that much and let's just go. But before that, let's see, we have results for the regulation vote, and people have voted for it, but the majority voted against it. That is good, guys. And we have blocked a missing part. Let's go, and rear wing changed. Let's go and change the suspension. We haven't manufactured more, so let's manufacture 2 of them. That should be enough. Let's go back and doesn't matter right now. Underflow, let's see, we have a new one. Let's go and do that. And you know what, let's just manufacture 2 because I am not going to be designing anything now, so that should be good, guys. I think let's just see what happens in Baku. So let's do the race targets, guys, and let's just go into a race which needs most low speed.
Greetings from Azerbaijan, where we're back in the country's capital. We're back from the summer break with topped up tans. Vacation, though, is now over, and it's time to get serious on the track for the second half of the F1 season.
Taking a look at the top of the Constructors standings, we've got a team that's starting to pull away. And as we progress with round 17, we're well past the halfway point of the season.
Let's get this underway.
And into Q1 for the Azerbaijan GP, the new set for both the drivers, and obviously cannot change the setup, guys. I have tried everything. So let's send Miney out. And let's wait a second and let's send Gasly out. Let's see how much the slipstream is worth. And we have Sonoda to accompany us with Lance Stroll, who will be giving, well, Miney a little bit of a distant slipstream. So let's see, starting our first lap into Q1 with Stroll into P1 right now, and Russell already has a problem, and that is Sonoda. Sonoda has spun into turn 1, so why do we have a red flag for it? So it was Sonoda obviously into turn 1 in my opinion. Okay, so that was a big crash.
Sorry, mate.
It makes sense, guys, why we had a red flag, because obviously if you think about it, well, obviously these guys are angry, but the reason we had a red flag is without a red flag you cannot actually pick up the car on the racing line or on the runoff area. So that's why we had a red flag. So let's send both the drivers out again and let's see what they can do. So look at that, people are going out, it's just that we are a little faster. Piastri and Tonelli are accompanying us here. Obviously, guys, this is more or less the top 4 we have seen for the past couple of races. Obviously not in Monza, but other than that, Mel, Antonelli, Gasly, Miney and Piastri are the top 4 who are always more or less in the top 4 actually. So that is cool to see. And where is, let me see the name for Sargent, who is still starting his lap, and Antonelli has started green for the both our drivers, 2 turns faster for Miney, but the purple one goes to Antonelli. He is getting obviously slipstream of all the 3 drivers in front. Piastri, that's why only goes green. Let's see, purple for Miney, but right now it will be taken by someone. Green for Gasly right now. Let's see, second sectors for both the drivers. None of these guys actually got a purple because obviously the slipstream does not work in the corners. And Miney with the third purple goes P1, and 5 turns slower Gasly, and a 10th slower for Piastri, and a thousand slower Antonelli was. So guys, Gasly is starting another lap with 6 minutes to go. Obviously I am more or less trying to see if, guys, the slipstream is worth it or not, because if you can get a good lap in without any slipstream, that should be good. And in the second sector the slipstream doesn't really work. So the first sector green, the second sector green for Pierre Gasly, and it's obviously because the grip has gone to normal. Race to the line. Let's see what Gasly can do. Obviously this part of the track, the start finish straight, you need the, well, a lot of slipstream, but still Gasly goes P4. The Mercedes have dropped out, I don't know how that much. They dropped out after I think 2025 season, and after that I am not seeing these guys get even a podium, because look at that, Red Bull, they aren't crazy good, but they still have some good races or good flashes of performance here and there in the season. But guys, yeah, the Mercedes have not even done that kind of a race for us, for even one single race for at least I think 4 seasons. So that's how bad these guys are right now, and I am really angry about it. Obviously it's my save, for your save it might be that Mercedes are actually the one dominating, so it's obviously depends on save to save. So let's see, Miney, first sector for him, and it's going to be a purple one, makes sense. And let's see what it was. And okay, so let me see, 35-2, 35-4 means Antonelli has just taken the purple again, but this time again these guys are a little too close. So Miney might be able to get the second sector purple. And let's see, turn 15, now turn 16, and Miney has the purple. Gasly couldn't take it, but Antonelli has taken it. And look at that, guys, he's getting the best slipstream. He is getting the best slipstream here. He must be on a new set of tires, guys. Is he on a new set of tires? No, he was not. And he still goes the fastest. Obviously 6.5 tons faster than Miney. Good for him. And guys, Miney has started his second lap on a new set this time. Obviously I thought, you know what, we are getting much better lap times without any slipstream. So yeah, I think doing that might work. So first sector green, 35-1, I think that's 1.5 tenths faster from his lap, and a 35.1 3 tenths faster for Pierre Gasly. Obviously his used tire was actually much more used than Mine's, so that's why he was 1.2 seconds slower than Antonelli. So let's see the second sector, 40.3. Let's see Gasly's second sector, who, well, the McLaren gets out of the way properly, 40.3, and Miney race to the line. Let's see where he goes. Only improves by a tenth. That is not enough, guys. We need a much better lap time, but right now that is what we got. And Gasly though goes P2. I think that should be good for us, guys. And guys, a minute is remain, and we are obviously not sending our drivers out, and that is done for everyone. Sainz or knock-on does improve, but only goes P11 and P12. What a shame. But Russell though has qualified into into Q3, and Theo Porsche is taking a penalty. Well, their reliability can't be this bad that they have to take a engine penalty, guys, because we have 4 engines and 3 ERS. I have used 2 ERS for I think 24 race season. So for them to not able to use 3 ERS and 5 gearbox and 4 engines is crazy to me. But obviously these guys have managed to crash so many times. That also will make sense in my opinion. They have crashed I think around 3-4 times. Lawson has to, and look at that, Russell is running with a mechanical fault in his engine. That I don't know, should not be the way to go. So Miney in the first sector, let's see what he does. 34, no, he does a 35.1. Let's see 35.2 for Gasly. I think that is good. I mean, we can't ask for them for much. Let's see the second sector, and that is 40.3, good lap, and 40.4. Okay, yeah, not amazing but not bad. So race to the line, 41.6 for Lando Norris. Miney goes 2 tenths slower. Let's keep an eye on Gasly, who goes 4 tenths slower. And we will have to go out again, guys. And guys, 2 minutes 20 seconds remaining. Let's send both the drivers out. I think, yeah, that might be a little bit too less time, guys. But even if we qualify badly, it's not going to work. But let's see. And 18 seconds, Miney has started his lap. Let's see Piastri. He goes with 5 seconds 4, and he has also started with 3 seconds remaining. Gasly has started his lap. That was a close one in my opinion. I took too much time. Piastri though is still, look at that, he is, let me see, 5 tenths faster than everyone else. I don't know where he pulls out this kind of time. Obviously that's why in the first 2 sectors he does not improve, and obviously in the third sector he is not going to improve. Antonelli, who has finished into P2, Lando Norris does not improve, Porsche does not improve. Miney and Gasly are the only 2 ones who are improving. Second sector for Miney, there is an improvement. Let's see what Miney can do. None of these guys are improving. We are the only ones who are improving. So let's see, 8 tenths behind. We go only a tenth and a half faster. Does not improve our position. But Gasly goes to the line, does not improve anything. So we just wasted our soft tires because we did not do anything here, guys. Theo Porsche is obviously taking a penalty. So guys, let's just go into the Azerbaijan GP.
Well then, it's not long until we get started here, and we should be in for a tightly contested race.
Baku has been the scene for some major on-track battles, like Vettel and Hamilton fighting for the lead back in 2017. Will we see more drama this year, I wonder?
Baku City Circuits challenges drivers like few other tracks. The tight section through the old city demands precision. The main straight, pure aggressive acceleration. And every corner is a challenge for tyres. Race day has arrived, and the time has almost come for these drivers to fight it out, wheel to wheel.
And into the race, let's just see and this is the strategy we have from medium to softs. And let me see the temps, guys. So I have decided that you know what, let's go from softs to mediums. Obviously this is mediums. Let me fix that, because I thought about it, guys. Mediums will be the right choice, and look at that, it's going to be faster too, because at the end mediums are robust, and obviously the track temps will be getting worse and worse. So going on to the soft tires early is the right choice. Obviously it's going to give us the performance at the end, but that isn't going to help us if they are too hot. So guys, let's just go into the grid formation.
Welcome back, everyone. The final preparations are now being made as we head into the race. Amidst the noise and fanfare of the occasion, a crucial moment now to concentrate.
Starting fourth here is a great position. If the team can get their strategy right, they can bring home some big points.
But there's no more time left. We've got a race on our hands. This is what you've been waiting for. It's the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. And it's lights out and away we go.
So we are here with Piastri into pole, Antonelli trying to fight it, but look at that. Lando Norris is trying to go for P2 on the outside of turn 2. He has taken that. Let me see from another angle, and look at that. Lando Norris into P2, George Russell and Max Verstappen P4, P5, P6, P7, Miney and Gasly, and P8 for Porsche, P9 for Frederick Vesti, and P10 for Logan Sargent in the house. Obviously it makes sense because Antonelli is fighting for wins, so Sargent should at least be fighting for some points. So let's see. I don't know, guys, why Russell is on a mechanical fault engine, but I guess good for him. So guys, this is the reason. Look at that. The temps are going to get, well, they are going to increase from here on out. That's why I decided to go on to the soft tires, and through the inside goes Russell. Did not work this time, but let me see. Look at that. Other than Antonelli, P1 to P12, every single one is on soft tires. And Miney though goes for an overtake. He has overtaken Max Verstappen, but Max Verstappen comes back and he is trying to overtake, but Miney comes on to him and he has overtaken him. Let's stop pushing him. Let's keep an eye on Gasly, who has been overtaken by Porsche, but he overtakes him back. So let's try to save as much as we can. Obviously keeping in the DRS is the most important thing in my opinion, guys, because in, I think, Baku, as soon as you lose the DRS, it's crazy difficult to get into the DRS, and obviously if you are close enough you can get back, and this is not what we want. Max Verstappen fighting with us too crazily. That is going to cost us time with the top 4, and this is the reason, guys, we cannot fight too much. So let's try to save everything and just stay behind Max Verstappen. Honestly, that's a racing incident, and that, in my opinion, guys, can happen to anyone, because going side by side into turn 1 and turn 2, it's the most difficult thing to do, because it's so close. The faults are so close, it's so difficult. And I think that was not Lance Stroll's fault. What am I saying? It was not Lance Stroll's fault, and there was Max Verstappen almost getting overtaken by mine. It did not work this time. But look at that, we are saving the fuel and we are just trying to stay here. If we lost, you know what, around 3.5 seconds, then I will have to worry about it. And guys, lap 12, look at that, we have used a little bit tire, but we have not been able to catch up to the top 4 while saving the fuel. So now it's time to push and catch up to these guys, because 3 seconds is a little bit too big of a gap. And obviously I don't know what happens in this game. As soon as you have a 3 or 3.5 second gap, you lose a little too much space to the people in front. It might be because of, I guess, the coding says you have a little bit slipstream left, but as soon as you go 3 to 4 seconds you lose that. That's why, guys, I am pushing and Miney has caught up. Miney has caught up to the top 4. That is good. Obviously, Russell is still does not have the DRS. Doesn't matter. Gasly, who has been overtaken by Max Verstappen. So let's stop pushing us because Max Verstappen is going to continue for us. And yeah, let's just go standard on the tires and standard on the, well, not on the fuel but on the ERS. And look at that, going side by side. Gasly is fighting with Max Verstappen. This is actually costing us time, but still the fighting is amazing. And I have to ask Gasly to give up this position, but he is not giving up through the castle section. They are going side by side, and this is not what you want to see. Max Verstappen, though he overtakes Gasly, but that has cost us a second. That has cost us a second. That is not good, guys. We have to do something about it. Obviously, we have let Max Verstappen go with a little bit of a gap so that we can do something about it afterwards. Miney, who has saved his fuel more than Gasly, has already overtaken for the lead. And look at that. This was the overtake with the help of DRS. Easy overtake, nowhere near him. And Lando Norris obviously did not get the DRS. Kush Miney did, and he was able to overtake him. And that's what I'm saying, guys. These guys can do it because they are into each other's DRS. So you know what, pushing, I think Pierre right now is the right choice. Let's go and pit him for the next lap, and let's just skip to see what we get. Obviously, he has caught up to George Russell and fighting with him, and into the pits goes George Russell, Logan Sargent, and all of these guys are into the pits. Let's push Miney now, guys, because we have to start pushing a lap earlier. That is the only way. Let's go on to mediums. Yeah, let's go on to next lap, and let's pit Miney too. And let's keep an eye on Gasly, who is pushing 100%. Is he catching up to Kush? He is not, because obviously Kush has started to push. And let's stop using the fuel here, guys. Gasly into the pits. Miney now doing his in lap, and let's see 2.1 pit stop with Antonelli too, and let's see where he comes out. My goodness, P9, but we have at least come out, well, we have come out behind George Russell. But look at that, guys, we were able to almost overtake George Russell, but George Russell obviously used all the battery he had, and we are pushing 100% with Kush Miney there to see if we can get a good lap. Antonelli goes, and Piastri has to. Lando Norris into turn 1 has taken it, and Miney comes out behind him, but Maloney is fighting, but Maloney can't do anything, and we are using all the battery. And what was that? How did we lose so much time? We had good acceleration. I think that might be the top speed coming in. That, in my opinion, is the only thing that makes sense. And yeah, I am not sticking with Max Verstappen, guys. Let's push Gasly to catch up to George Russell, guys, because this can be a little bit annoying. Max Verstappen does not have the pace to fight with any one of these guys. And Sainz, we have caught up to him. Let's stop pushing. And guys, look at that. We have already overtaken. Miney has overtaken Zayn Maloney. Let's see. And it was into the start-finish shade. And this was... Wait, that was Lando Norris going crazy and into turn 1. Yeah, George Russell was overtaken. So was Maloney. And now, again, guys, look at that. Russell has already overtaken us, but Miney comes back onto him. And you know what? Let's just try to save on this lap. And guys, lap 41 starting here. I think I have saved enough fuel for both the drivers. And Gasly, hell, I think I can even push him a little bit to break away from George Russell. And if I am pushing him, I have to push too, because obviously we can make a gap for both the drivers to George Russell, who is keeping up with us. And we have broken the DRS to George Russell. That was most important thing to do. And look at that, Max Verstappen is fighting with him, and he has a 3-second gap now, but we are catching up to these guys, and that is the most important goal. And Miney has caught up to Antonelli. Let's not stop pushing, just go normal on everything, still use the DRS. And Gasly has pushed enough. Let's stop pushing him, guys, and let's save everything we can for him. And Miney, let's see him. He has lost a little bit time, but it must be because Antonelli is on hard tires. Antonelli is on hard tires. That is a strategy in my opinion. Let's see what that. And guys, we have a yellow flag. Cars crashing. Let's see, it was Frederick Vesti with the Haas of Logan Sargent, and that was marbles. That wasn't even marbles. That was fully bodywork coming out of the car, and Miney is not able to catch up to Antonelli, guys. And guys, we again have a crash, and it's George Russell who has crashed with the mechanical fault, with a severe mechanical fault.
What the?
And that was almost the same kind of crash we saw for Sonoda into the qualifying. And yeah, we did not think, and that's a VSC. That is a VSC, and yeah, we have lost time. I mean, we cannot pit now. With 4 laps to go, no point in pitting.
All trying to take turn 16. Oh, that's a pretty big impact there, and that won't do their confidence any good.
So that was Theo Porsche crashing out into turn 16, just backhand kicking out for him. The VSC is ending. This is the perfect time for us to push 100% to make a gap and to catch up to these guys. Let's push 100%. Gasly has done it, and Piastri has a big gap to Antonelli, but we have a bigger gap to Antonelli. That is crazy. Let's see if we can catch up to him. Gasly has a 3.8 second gap to Max Verstappen. That is good. Let's see, can we catch up that, and we can go till the end. Last lap starting for Piastri and Antonelli. Obviously his hard tires are getting better and better, and we are losing all the performance. And look at that, I am 100% on everything. We are not going to lose anything, and they will get the DRS. Antonelli will get the DRS of Piastri. That is going to help him, guys. That is going to help him, and this means, guys, there is no way I am getting P1 or even P2. But guys, if you know, we were really bad in the low speed and even medium speed cornering, so to be in P3 and P4 is still respectable. But still, guys, it is annoying. I wanted to fight for the win, but here we are still going to see a fight for the win with Antonelli and Piastri. Piastri is still keeping up, and Antonelli will get DRS, but right now he has pure pace with the slipstream of Oscar Piastri. Can he do it? He's coming closer, but Oscar Piastri has taken the win in the Baku GP by 1/10, by 95 hundredths. He has won it. Piastri has won it. Miney P3, Gasly P4, 7 seconds in front of Max Verstappen.
And the celebrations now can begin. They'll be taking the Constructors' title back home.
And you know what? It was a close-fought competition. I think we all found it a tough championship to call.
Well, Karoon, how do you think they'll be feeling in the team garage at the end of that?
They'll certainly be pleased to have made the podium. A job well done for sure.
Well, we have won the Constructor for the second time. I cannot believe that, guys. How has that happened? Already, we have already won it. That is amazing. Though Oscar Piastri showing the class, showing his pace, defended against Andrea Kimi Antonelli's much better hard tires, and good work, amazing work for both the drivers. And we still leads into P1 and P2, but Oscar Piastri, he is catching up. He is trying to do something, but I highly doubt he can do anything about Coach Miney. So into the Constructor, we have already won it. We have already won the Constructor with 5 races to go. That is something you do not, well, think about it, but it has happened, and it is glorious. And let's see anything in the pit stops. We have 11 points actually, but we still are in P11. So that is happening, but still, guys, we are doing good. And if you are enjoying these videos, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys for the next one.